It takes a while to connect anyways. Okay, let me put this. Yay! She was like, "Do you feel better?" I was like, "Yeah." Yesterday and Friday, I was just in bed,
Really?
just like you know when something's gonna get you. So I took
Oh,
garlic and ginger, an apple cider vinegar, and emergencies.
And you beat it back?
Yeah,
All right,
I
I'm
feel
here.
like we're live.
Yay! My first
We made
live. Baby's
Look,
first
Ma,
live.
no hands.
Okay, so let me put the stuff that I had before. We did a test. Nobody's on here right now, anyways. I don't think.
Great. Sean, I was telling Ritzy I put lipstick on.
Oh my gosh, what color? Is it like a pink, like a rose? I'm trying to say.
It's like like all of my lipstick is now from Korean brands.
Of course, K beauty has never been more popular than it is today.
Right?
Yeah.
Wait, I don't see. Do you guys see this image?
I see the image.
But I don't see you anymore.
Facts.
I know. That's not what I want. That's not what I want at all.
That's not what you want.
Mm-mm. So I wonder
Especially,
if you guys
but it
is
Caraxes, which is that Caraxes? He's red.
I don't.
Yeah, probably. No, Sheep Stealer has that like orthodontic.
No, Sheep Stealer is like super pointing at underbite. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna play the intro and then we can get started.
Okay.
All right.
Is it my time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying
Hey everybody, welcome to the Nerd Out. Does Dragons.
Yeah, there we are.
Introduction.
Okay.
I'm Ritzy P.
I'm Sean Serino.
I'm Lisa, aka, and I'm Denise, which I kept thinking about when I was writing this for Saturday Night Live. Sorry. We're girls, we nerd out. You can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. You can email us, info@thenerdout.com. You can check out Word to Your Mama, which maybe is how you got here in the first place. And welcome, everyone. We're going to do a little intro for Sean, but I just wanted to say that this is a text thread, an IRL text thread brought to life in the form of a podcast.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah.
Sean, introduce yourself.
Hello, I am Sean Serino. I live in LA. Just realized my fridge is open. I'm an actor, writer, multi-hyphenate, now UGC creator, content creator. So I do it all, folks. I'm a huge Game of Thrones nerd. I have been for quite some time. Read all the books before the show even aired. Okay. But did not read Fire and Blood. So Lisa definitely has an edge over me in that respect. And but Lisa, you're also responsible for me not reading it because you said it was boring.
Chat, it was totally boring.
Yeah, that's the only reason I didn't read it.
And I will also say that I know Sean from 1,000 years ago. I lived in New Orleans, and Sean and I worked together, and that is how I know him.
Yes, we have been. Yeah, we are OGs from way back.
Way back.
Before YouTube was a glimmer in your mom's eye.
We've been friends how long? And I didn't even know that story, which is crazy. I just want to point out we got the amazing award-winning author all up in our one of our chats, and she says,
Really?
"Ladies, looking good."
Oh,
is that Lilium?
Yeah, I was like, "Who is this?" And I was like, "Oh, she knows us." And then I was like, "Oh, I noticed that picture." And then I got a text.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Hi, Lilium. Thank you.
Yes, thank you for being here.
What is Lilium's most recent book?
Oh, Tiny Threads, and it just got translated in Spanish. You have to read it because it was on. I don't know what's the
Goodreads?
Reader's Digest, like top 100 or top 50 thrillers of all time, and it's based out of Vern Laverne?
Yes.
Vern?
Vern.
Vern.
Yeah.
No one
LA.
talking about Vern.
It's downtown LA.
And frankly, the timing couldn't be better because I know it still feels like summer, but to me, a book like that feels like a very fall read, a very Halloween kind of read.
Perf. Yes.
Yeah.
So, gracias for tuning in. So, yeah, you guys are ahead of me because I have not read one page of one book. Strictly TV. Strictly
Okay.
TV. So, this is going to
But
be
you're
fun.
deeply committed because honestly, I side eye people that were just on the Game of Thrones train just to be like on the bandwagon because they had FOMO and they did not continue with any of the spinoffs. Sorry, you're not a true fan.
No. Yeah. If you're in it, you got to be full blown in it.
Yeah.
You got to be from Game of Thrones. You got to be Knights of the Seven. You got to do these. You got to do them all. And you got to watch them when they come out.
Yes.
Yeah.
And exactly. Because like that's the one thing that is appointment television for me. I cannot have anyone spoiling these shows for me. So I will watch it like at least within a day or two.
Yeah.
I saved the last episode for like
impressive
3 weeks because I didn't want it to be done.
I know. Well, that's why I started rewatching it. I rewatched all of season 2 in preparation for this.
Please go on.
No. I'm just done. Nothing important.
I was gonna say, like, speaking of older seasons, I feel like maybe we set the scene for people who, like the final episode came out a few weeks ago, so maybe I don't know, some of you guys forgot. So I was just gonna do a very quick recap before we started talking about all kinds of things. So the season opens with the Battle of the Gullet, like a big naval battle, etc. And at least thus, I don't know, maybe thus far tied for worst dragon death ever. Like,
God.
who was not like dying inside when Vermax is drowning? What the fuck?
Crazy.
Yeah,
that was crazy. Maylee's from last season was really bad too.
It was pretty.
That
rough.
was bad.
Yeah,
Yeah, because it was.
Yeah.
Getting
also rough.
Getting chomped by Vhagar like multiple times was rough.
Yeah, rough. So, fueled by this, Rhaenyra takes King's Landing. Alicent lets them in. Rhaenyra finally gets to sit her butt on the Iron Throne, and then she kills Otto Hightower. He had it coming. There's rats. There's two chops. There's rats. There's political chaos. There is fake Daeron. Daeron. We are introduced to Ormond Hightower, he who is very fussy about scents and who gives his younger brother a lot of shit for being gay, but seems like such a fucking princess himself.
It's his cousin, by the way.
Oh, cousin, thank you.
Cousin.
Assassins show up. They kill a bunch of people in King's Landing. Aegon and Sunfire return. We have to talk about that scene. That was amazing. Kristen Cole kicks the bucket. Like that made me very happy. Yeah. And Aemon dreams about fucking his mom. And then finally there is an epic dragon battle with most of the Targaryens, and Helaena has some very bad dreams, which lead her to a very bad end. The end. That was the season.
Wow, great recap.
Thanks. Do you let's just start at the beginning. I went and rewatched the first episode of the season, and not only was it the last time that I actually loved Rhaenyra, but it was also like they locked her in her fucking room and wouldn't let her go ride her dragon and fuck shit up. And I kind of keep thinking back, like, what would have happened if Rhaenyra was there?
Right.
I know.
I don't know. Have we seen her dragon riding bona fides up until now?
Not really. Not really.
That's real.
Like, and I mean, and Vhagar is the most powerful. I just don't know if it would have. Oh wait. Yeah. Honestly, no. Vhagar wasn't part of that fight.
No. That was the whole like anchor with the dragons, which was terrible, and Sheep Stealer, which was terrible.
I feel like because they had those weapons, to take down the dragons, it could have
somebody was gonna die.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I feel like Rhaenyra, she's great at the fly. She's just like what's her name? from Game of Thrones. She's great at the fly-in grand entrance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what are her? Yeah, like you said, where's the
Fighting
receipts on the
skills.
fighting
follow
skills?
through. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
maneuvers, you know what I mean? She's probably like, I'm queen, listen to me. They're like, shoot, 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 shoot. You know what I mean? She could
Yeah.
go down.
Yeah.
So I think they did her a favor. Plus, she's really
Yeah.
emotional, right?
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
Well, she's a woman, so
You know,
She's a
that's how they
woman.
are.
you know how they be.
But
you know how they are.
I do feel like that episode where she was locked into her bedchambers and wasn't allowed to leave because her son said so.
That's just the disrespect is off the charts. How are
And
you
the-
going to lock the queen in her own room?
Yeah, and then her like taking the scissors and slicing up her writing leathers.
Crazy.
Like that to me was the last time that I was like, okay, I'm right there with you, Rhaenyra. And then
Yeah.
after that, I will say that my interpretation of her, like, or my thoughts of her this season were like, stop whining, you bitch.
Mm. Well, it's clear that she's not a great leader, and that's going to lead to when
No.
we get to hot takes that's going to segue nicely into my hot take. But I won't reveal that just yet. But it's
Right.
like I think they've done a nice job of showing the progression of how really she's unfit to rule, and and also she's got the descent, kind of the slow descent into madness that is like a Targaryen trait.
Yeah.
I think that they've paced that rather nicely throughout, because you're really rooting for her up until the second half of this season.
Yeah. And then Allison was just like, you think you can keep this, like, these
Exactly.
morals, but you've never been in this position. Like, I like when she was just like, watch. And then what happened? For sure.
Yeah.
Allison, like the most morally gray character of the entire thing. Like,
I mean,
she baffles me. It's like, I will do anything to protect Helaena, including giving up and killing my other children.
And Helena's children.
And Helena's children.
I know. She's like, were we gonna go back for the little one?
She's like, yeah, sure.
Never. She never even thought of it.
No.
It's so crazy.
Yeah.
But is it also because she, and then I think, was it also because, she was manipulated at such a young age by her father, and like what that does, and da-da-da-da. She just like, now she's just like, I just want the fuck out of here with my only daughter. Like, fuck the other kids. but at least her, maybe we could do something,
Right.
I don't know. It's
Exactly.
crazy.
She's not.
You don't know
she's
until you're in
not
those positions.
completely- Yeah, she's not rotten to the core like the other two.
Well, and one of the things that I thought was so interesting about the season, probably inadvertently, was the relationship between Allison and Rhaenyra. Like, it was very central to the first season.
Yeah.
And it's like, now it's like such an interesting push and pull between, like, they're friends, but they're not. They understand each other, but they don't. They're willing to like give each other latitude, but not. And like, yeah, I was like, in a really strange way that kind of happened, but I don't know, could have happened differently. Like, the two of them could have gotten together and probably like ruled things really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But men gonna ruin
Men gonna
everything.
men's.
Because really, this is
Men
all
are gonna
Otto
men's.
Hightower's fault. Everything,
Yeah.
all of that's
All of
happening
it.
is all because of him. So that said, I did want to see his return have a little more. I wanted to see him have maybe an episode or two of him fucking shit up a little bit more before they killed him.
Before that, spoiler
Yeah.
alert.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well,
And
I
him
don't
kind of
know.
seeing what had happened.
Yeah.
Huh?
And then if we want to take it to like the men's of like, for some reason, I never like, I always really liked Damon, because who doesn't?
Oh my
But
god, he's so sexy. I'm sorry.
I know. Can we like in a moment like ask?
Yeah.
Liz
We have to
and
talk
have-
exclusively about him.
Okay.
Yeah.
He like, it's always like, Damon, you're so wrong. You're so wrong. And then finally this season, I'm like, I don't know, fuck everything up. Just listen to Damon.
He's been right a lot on it, actually.
Right?
Like
A lot.
the stuff he said killed Ormond and Daeron right away, and she wouldn't do it. He
Mhm.
said pay the gold cloaks because we need them. She didn't
Yeah.
do it. Like, there's a lot of things that he said to do that she should have done. So
100%. Also, he's just there's something very like I love the meeting when he meets up with like my new favorite character, which is Roddy the Ruin,
Oh,
oh
the
my
the
gosh,
best.
Roderick of the North.
The
amazing,
best.
And they like
amazing.
meet each other in the open field, and he like
Uh-huh.
throws the head of one of the Lannisters at his feet, and he's like, "Well, I guess we have more lions to hunt." And I was just all
Well,
so hot.
there's also something to be said. It's Matt Smith. There's a
Yeah,
reason that he was
Yeah.
cast in this role. He
yeah,
is
Yeah.
fucking amazing in everything,
yeah.
and he's so
Magnetic.
sexy, magnetic, and
Magnetic.
charming, and just subtle when he needs to be, and kind of like he's the rogue prince, and he plays it
Yeah,
perfectly. Yeah,
yeah. He's
Casting
so
on
good.
point. He
yeah.
Casting
has
on point.
The whole
steez for days, or as the kids say, aura farming or whatever, like all day.
He's
Riz,
totally aura
Riz-
farming.
Riz Master, yeah.
100%.
Yeah, Riz Master. And he's like, and then, because, and we'll talk about it too, because I'm going to share a video of, Black Twitter, Black TikTok, and the content. We're going to share that. But there, there's just everyone saying it's true. Like, he has like this steez, a little like how you come off like in the hood, like whether you're black or brown, if you like there's a posture that he has in certain
Yeah.
things,
Yeah.
like it's like his hands on the top of his sword and he's there leaning, and it kind of
Mhm.
looks like he's doing this, but he's not. And then his dragon behind, like there's a steez and a posture that not everyone can do.
Yeah.
Not everyone can pull off.
He's
And
got
and
swag
and Matt
for sure.
Smith pulls it off.
He's got it, yeah. And he's a lot of people's, because a million people have played Doctor Who. I looked it up. I looked up several different lists of like the Doctor Who's ranked, and he's like always in the top 5. Like people
Oh.
love, like especially like Brits, obviously were obsessed with him like before he even like was on the Crown or whatever. So
Right.
he's got whatever it is.
Sidebar, Christopher
Let's see.
Eccleston, my favorite.
Your favorite? Okay,
Oh,
I
that's
remember
that's
Doctor
your
Who.
favorite Doctor Who?
Yeah.
He's the first one, right?
He was the first of the like
The
most
new one.
recent
So
era.
he was the one before David Tennant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
So I
he was
haven't watched
only
Doctor
one
Who yet.
season.
I've never watched
But-
it.
Dave, I want to watch it, but
I do
think-
too.
David Tennant is the one that is on Rivals.
Yes.
No. Yes.
David Tennant's on Rivals, isn't he?
He's the
Yeah.
main character on Rivals, right?
Yeah.
And
Lisa,
he
you
came
didn't
out in
watch
this.
all of it.
I was thinking the Alan Cumming show. What's that called?
Oh.
Traitors.
No,
No, David Tennant is also on Broadchurch. Did you see Broadchurch?
Yes.
no.
Broadchurch
and
is
he-
amazing if you haven't watched it.
Oh, I'm
And-
gonna have to watch it. And he came out in this latest season of 4 seasons. He's gonna be
Yeah,
on the
I mean-
next season of 4 seasons. I love him. He's so
He's in Good
sexy. I don't know.
Omens. He's in a lot of stuff. Yeah.
I love him.
He's
And-
amazing. He's
and-
so sexy too.
What was
Yeah.
what was the superhero thing he was in? What's her name? Hold on.
Superhero.
Yeah,
He
it
was
was
in Good Omens with Sheen.
Jessica
Martin.
Jones. Jessica Jones.
He was. I only watched the first season of that. Was he in that
He
one or the
was,
second?
he was the baddie, and I think it was probably the last episode. He was like the abusive ex with all kinds of like mental powers, the worst kind of abusive ex, of course. And he was terrible, and he was like super great.
He's so
He's
sexy.
terrible on Rivals, and he's sexy as hell on that show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, but there's Matt Smith is one of those, like, I think about the male gaze and the female gaze, and men would never think that Matt Smith was hot, but
No.
women to like the nth degree are like, oh fuck yeah.
Because
Like,
it's not about his face. Because he's not conventionally attractive, and if you look
No.
at his face
No.
without any context, you'd be like, no, like what? It's just
Yeah.
like some like
You gotta see
pasty,
him in
like
action.
some like
Yeah.
pasty, like nondescript, like British guy. It's like it's everything else about him that makes him
Yeah.
sexy. And like guys, guys are always like jealous when you start talking about another man being sexy. So they're gonna find any reason to pick him apart. And if he's not like a physically perfect specimen, they're gonna try to drag him down. But
yeah,
he's got it, whatever it is.
whatever it
Yeah, he
is. And
For sure.
I will also say that my favorite dragon and writer relationship is him and Syraxes because like they clearly are BFFs.
Well,
And
Caraxes is my favorite dragon because
yeah,
his bird chirping and whirring and the
I
little
love
sounds that he makes is so adorable. Every time he does it, I love it.
the noises the best noises.
Yeah.
Dragon noises.
I will also say that like probably one of my least favorite but also amazing moments was I think it was the second to last episode when the dragons like Sheep Stealer and Syraxes and like they all get together and they tangle.
Mhm.
And I was like,
Oh, this right here?
Oh,
Oh, wait.
I saw that for a moment.
I'm pressing it. That one?
Yeah,
oh, right there?
Yeah. Oh, right there. Right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
yeah.
that was
That's a
not great.
shot. Look at how long his neck is.
I know. He's a noodle.
I know. The churro. He looks like a churro.
It does look like a churro. I looked up the like why like Caraxes makes all those sounds, and so the designers of the dragon said because of his elongated neck, basically what he has is a deviated the equivalent of a deviated septum. And so that's why they intentionally gave him those. I know, isn't that crazy? They think about these things to the like that level of detail. Yeah.
Yeah,
that is what you call nerding out, guys.
That is nerding out. He sounds like a bird, like a little like
It's like a dinosaur, like a bird. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah, birds. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then that means I have something in common with that dragon. I also have a deviated septum.
Oh, I know. No. I think I do too. I do.
Ritzy, did you end up finding an image that was the comparison of the dragon
comparison chart?
I wanted to find one that I was telling Sean before we went live that included Sheep Stealer because I wanted to see the size. I found one, but it was super like pixelated, and I was like, and then we had to go, and then because I found some other images that I think when we get to those parts would be fantastic. Like that one, I had to the one of the dragons. I had to go to the episode, and then go to that part to get that. I wanted that specific. I wanted to show them all together. That was it was just so epic.
I think the Sheep Stealer is medium sized. Like not as big as Vhagar.
Yeah.
But not as little like here, most of the people that are in the show are riding fairly small dragons.
Yeah, like Syrax is one of the Rhaenyra's dragons is one of the smallest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Sheep Stealers you could see here. Sheep Stealers on the far left.
They're Syrax is the gold one. Yeah. And then Vhagar is like the second biggest of all the dragons in Game of Thrones. Yes. I think Valerian is the biggest.
Yes. Apparently, the part of the lore is that dragons grow until they die. So
he's got the older in his wings, but he's old.
Yes. So the older you are, the bigger you are.
Let me see if I can show.
And Vhagar is also a lady dragon.
I know, it's a girl. Most of the dragons
are
female. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She's an old bitch. It looks like you can barely. It's so big. It looks like you can barely fly. Like every time I see her, like.
I know, it's like loping. It's like very like it takes so much energy to get off the ground.
Yeah.
I think that we might find in the final season. I don't know because I don't even remember reading this book, so don't worry. Unless it's like embedded in my subconscious, I don't have any spoilers. Mm-hmm. I feel like at some point Vhagar's just going to be like, I'm done.
Maybe
like I'm done. Like I'm gonna call it quits. Like I'm
just gonna fly into the ocean.
She's gonna unalive herself.
Oh, look at that! It's Karenita.
Okay, so. She just traveled. She said, unfortunately, not on a dragon, so she's extra tired. Because I wanted her to join maybe at the end, but she's not going to do it. But because we talked about how let me put this right here where she put. We talked about how, us three here, we're Game of Thrones from day one, like Game of Thrones all the way here, right? Karen is one of the people that we talked about earlier. She skips shit. She doesn't watch shit in order. Let me tell you, let me tell you what she did. And I was like, oh, she finally got into House of Dragons, which is great. I was like, great, you know, and she loves it. And but before that, she didn't even watch all of Game of Thrones. She skipped everything and went to the Red Wedding.
I don't see this.
I was like,
Karen.
My sister, who loves House of the Dragon, she didn't start watching Game of Thrones until she watched the last season first, and then went back and watched it from the beginning.
It hurts me.
I don't get it.
What are we doing? But she's back on it. I was like, I was so curious was that scene devastating for you because you didn't watch anything? Like, were you invested? Like, for us, it was heartbreaking. Oh, look.
I've always, yeah, I don't know how
but Lillian, she's like, I love the chaos, Karen. Woo! Because she wants to know what's happening, right? Like, which I get, but were you in, Karenita, were you,
how could you care about it?
Were you invested? Like, when you saw the Red Wedding, were you like, like, for us, we were like,
you're invested in the characters.
Guys?
Yeah.
It was devastating. But to her credit, now she's in. She started Game of Thrones from the beginning.
Good.
Now she's in. And then I told her, I was like, oh, you would love Knights of the Seven Kingdom. And then I gave her who we're going to talk about later about like the creators. Of course, we're going to talk about Games of Thrones historian. Like, she's the one to watch. She's the one that breaks it down for you. And so, like, now she's on it. So
yeah,
the chaos of Karen.
It's so funny. Like, even though I was a book reader from way back in the day, I was not ready for the Red Wedding at all.
Same.
And one thing that I feel like Game of Thrones got wrong, and this is only for you like nerdy book readers and Sean, is like they never did Lady Stoneheart.
I have many thoughts about Lady Stoneheart, and I remember that was a big sticking point for you. My sticking point was I did not think Beric Dondarrion was done justice, because
I agree.
Fucking cool in the books. And then on the show, I was just like, he's just kind of got like an eye patch, and I'm like,
he like lights his sword on fire.
This isn't a guy who's come back from the dead 12 times. Like that's not. I'm not getting that.
Yeah, I agree with you. Dondarrion and Lady Stoneheart, two things that Game of Thrones got wrong. For those two people out there who know what we're talking about,
who read the books and know,
we see you.
I love this is amazing because this is what I'm talking about. It's called the Nerd Out for a reason. Like this, you're upset because of course, as you should be. Amazing.
Yeah. Okay, so here's a question: which dragon do you most want?
Well, I already said mine.
What was yours, Sean?
Caraxes.
Okay.
Little bird boy.
Caraxes is dope.
I do like Cyrax though, even because I love a runt, and Cyrax appears to be I feel like you could. It's like the equivalent of like a jet ski compared to
around.
Yeah, you can get around really fast on that.
Real nimble.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I feel like something to my size. Do you know what I mean? Like it's like if I'm riding a bike, I don't like it's too tall, too big. A car, not like something, I think I'd have to see it. But not that big one.
I think Sea Smoke is the prettiest. Sea Smoke and Dreamfire are both the prettiest ones, I think.
Dreamfire is Helena's.
Yeah, the purple.
Yeah, we saw that in foreshadowing. We saw that. Sorry, in the last episode, I think.
Yeah, a lot of people a lot of people hoped that she was going to get activated and then join the fray.
Yeah.
And then when
that's what I wanted.
Then when it was that kill, I really didn't want to see her go.
Something that was really interesting in the books and didn't really reflect in the show is that she is a super accomplished dragon rider. Like, you would not expect her and her like sensitivity and sort of whatever weakness. But apparently she and Dreamfire are like badass combo.
Yeah, they
So
could
we
have
get to see
given. I guess
none
they
of
didn't
that?
have time to like give her that backstory.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That would have been dope. I think that would have made her death even like hurt more, right?
Yeah.
Because you're just like, oh, she was dope. She was a great
Yeah.
in the book. For the book connoisseurs, the book readers, is she is her being a dragon dreamer, a dream, is that like emphasized a lot in the books? Is that like talked
Yeah.
about a lot?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, it is. Like, and Sean actually totally hit the nail on the head earlier. The book that this is pulled from is essentially like an encyclopedia of Targaryen history. It is boring as shit. Um but it's interesting, like, and I have to say it's like 2 chapters of a 20 chapter book is The Dance of Dragons, which we are watching
Mhm.
right now.
Mm.
So it's pretty like anemic material to go on. But one thing that struck me, and even when I read it, is that like she is very bonded to her dragon, and like the two of them go off and like fly all the time. And she's like she's like an expert dragon rider. And yet we never really got to see her do that, which is kind of a
I
bummer.
know.
That would have been cool to see because, and it makes sense because she's so in tune with like animals and nature, and she's connected, and make sure it makes sense that she would be super connected to her dragon. I just feel like there's so much that they could do with the show that they can't because it's just too fucking expensive. Each episode is like $20 million. I just feel like
Yes.
because people always griped about how they raced through the first season, and it's just I just think they can't afford to make this any longer than they've already made it.
Well, I
Right.
I don't think that this is probably a very big spoiler, but like the next season is the last season, right?
Hmm.
And
See.
there is a lot of, as we know from Game of Thrones, a lot of people die, a lot of dragons
Yeah.
die, a lot of shit goes down. And like I just don't know how they are going to cram it all
How they're
into
gonna do
one
it?
8 episode season. Like
No, it's got
fucking
to be 10.
impossible.
It's got to be 10 episodes first
It's
of
got to
all.
be
I
at
hope.
And
least.
I have to say, you were worried about the finale, but aren't you happy that no dragons died?
I am happy that no
Yet?
dragons died in the finale, but I am telling you, as we know from Game of Thrones, all the dragons die.
Well, I have heard
Most of the dragons die.
the one big spoiler that I've heard, which is like it's a spoiler, just it's like a joke spoiler, but it's true because it's always true of everything that everyone dies.
I mean, everyone
it's like,
dies.
sorry.
which
and I saw
actually, go on.
and I saw that they were talking about the books and how like everyone died, like a lot of the people die, and how are they going to do
Mhm.
it? So they're like, oh, I think they're going to spread it out. Maybe like episode 6, such and such dies. Episode 7, such and such dies, and then 8, no, all, everyone goes or something. Like, how do you space them out? It's going to be crazy.
There's got to be a terrible character death every episode.
Yeah,
I mean,
They
there was like
really, they kind of fucked it up. They should have
there was
done
a
2
bunch.
more seasons.
I know. I think they just can't afford it. Maybe,
Yeah.
hopefully, I mean, they've already announced that this next season is the last season. I really hope that they put because here's the thing: they have 2 more live action spinoffs in the works,
Oh, what
in
are the
addition
ones?
to Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
What do they
There's
have?
one. Because I listened to this podcast called Streaming Things, and they've all the guys that host that show have all read the book Fire and Blood, and they work in the industry, so they know all the ins and outs. They went through all of the spinoffs that are scheduled, and I
Okay.
forget one of them is I can't remember. I would have to go back and listen to it. I can't remember.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously, 1 season to kill everyone and everything is
Yeah.
pretty short.
Yeah.
I think for because what we have 2 years till it comes back.
Yeah. It's probably not going to be
I
till
think
2
we're gonna
years,
have
yeah.
to watch it, and then we're gonna have to do a recap every week.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
This
Oh, yeah.
it's gonna have to be this every
Yeah, oh,
week.
yeah.
We're gonna have to do it. It's the final one.
The final one, yeah.
And one thing that I thought was really great was Alice, who we need to talk about a little bit.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Alice, the proprietress of Harrenhal, busting out with the dragon eggs to
Oh yeah, that was
Aemond
awesome.
And I think there's like a little speculation that these are the eggs that Daenerys
That's
ends
what I
up
heard.
having.
Well,
But there are 4 or 5 eggs, and she only has 3.
Oh,
interesting.
did they die?
There's a couple you see
Did they make
dragon
it?
eggs in the pits because Oath steps in one at one point when he's
Yeah.
trying to get
yeah.
away before he becomes a
Fucking
rider.
Ulf.
So there's
God.
eggs down there, a fucking Oath. Oh my god,
Oh
this
my
guy.
God. The worst.
And then also in when Alice shows Damon in season 2 the visions of winter is coming, he sees the vision of Daenerys with the 3 baby dragons on her.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So those are probably representative of the 3 eggs that she has.
Yeah.
And maybe a couple of eggs. Yeah, maybe they got messed up in so many years.
Or maybe they're still out there.
Out there, and those are spinoffs.
I like.
So
okay. Yes, Ritzy.
no, go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, one of my favorite moments, probably like top 5 House of the Dragon, Game of Thrones moments, was Aegon, who is a total piece of shit. Aegon 2. And when he encounters the forces of, I don't know if they're Tully or whatever, that show up, and he's like, and the Lannister dude, Tyland, is like, are you gonna run for it? And he was like, no, I am Aegon Targaryen, first Lord of the Rhaegar, and the this and the, and like goes on to this whole, like, first men, does his whole speech, and you can kind of hear this like grumbling in the background. That's like Jurassic Park and the scary parts.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he turns around and he's like, oh, holy shit, it's Sunfire. And then Sunfire lights everything up. A, such a great scene. B, Sunfire was dead. So in many ways, like, Sunfire coming back to life, George R.R. Martin has said that his world, like, especially with Daenerys and the dragon eggs that hatched in the fire and whatever, he was like, no, this is an anomaly. She is not magical. This was just a magical happening. And so I feel like that must be the same thing with Sunfire and Aegon, is that, like, Aegon is not magical. This was just a magical thing that kind of happened. And then was that amazing scene where, like, for the first time ever, I was like, yes, Aegon.
Totally.
Yeah.
Or Sunfire wasn't really dead because he kept saying,
that's what I heard.
I know she's alive. I know she's alive. And Larys was like, come on, let's keep going. But it's like, maybe like, it's like a hibernation type thing where they can like lie dormant and with like no heartbeat or whatever. And then,
I saw a video on that, and they said that she wasn't dead, and that Aegon carries a scale, one of her scales, and then they're also just connected, right? Like they're connected by blood or whatever.
Because they are connected to their dragons.
Right. So they're connected, and then that was like extra, like, oh, he passed by, he heard me, like he touched me, and then and I thought that was cool, and it, like extra, like a magical moment, because all these things were happening, and like he had the scale, and then like he could sense, and and that scene, I should have taken if I had more time. You just reminded me, I should have taken a picture. He's crazy as hell. He's like, I don't give a fuck. I'm burned as fuck, and my dragon's alive, and my dragon's burned as fuck. Like, we're both fucked up.
Yeah.
And he was like screaming all crazy. Even the dragon sounded kind of like like barely doing it.
It was just hilarious because you think that he's going to have a redemption arc and like realize the error of his ways, and then nope, he's right back where he started, acting like an asshole.
Yeah. And then goes and finds Aemond, who cannot find a shirt. This poor man.
I know.
And it also looks really cold there. It looks really cold all the time and wet.
Yeah. A friend cannot find a shirt. But I love him meeting up with his brother, and it's like instantly like that sort of old dynamic. He's like, what were you fucking thinking? And
I know,
I
loved it.
I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, that part? I'm alive.
I'm alive.
Oh my god, that was a great scene. And by the way, like that guy, the guy who plays Aegon, they're both great, but the guy who plays Aegon especially, I forget his
He's
name.
great.
Great actor.
Oh my
Tom
God.
His name is Tom Glenn Carney. He is an amazing actor, and also it's like he can't kill him. He needs Vagar, which leads me to the next question: where the fuck is Vagar?
Where the
And
fuck
I
is
you
Vagar?
can't say.
I won't say.
You
Yeah.
know, I mean, because the
But I'm like,
books,
what?
the books.
I mean, I don't know that the books are very explicit, but yeah,
That's the thing about the books, though. The books, like I was saying in the chat, they're not. It's not like a novel, like a series of like of fully developed stories with fully developed characters. It's like there's a lot that they're putting into the show that's not in the books. That they're just kind of like I've heard that like Rhaenyra, like especially with character development, a lot of it is just like very dry, and it's just like brass tacks, and all of these motivations and machinations they're not in the book. So it's
if you have ever read the parts of the Bible that are like so and so big at so and so big at so and so big at
Exactly.
that's what that book is like.
Oh, so they have a great foundation to work off of. Like they're like, this is it, pretty
100%.
much, almost to a T, almost. But we're gonna take
Yeah.
the liberties, and we're gonna like basically like I just finally watched JF Kennedy Jr. That
The
whole
love story.
thing. Yeah, I finally watched Love Story. I was like, they don't know that these conversations happen in the house.
I
Like
know.
they don't know. Do you know what I mean? It was
Yeah.
pretty good. So it's like that. It's just like, oh, but they have a great foundation. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh, I love it too. And there's also I was gonna say, because from listening to the podcast, the guys talking about it, they're like a lot of the things in the books too is like, well, this could have happened, or this could have happened, or this could have.
Oh.
It's like choose your own adventure. So it's like the show can like kind of take whatever the interpretation they want, and it's not going against the books. It's just kind of like
Right.
there's no real reliable narrator because it's kind of like speculation about a lot of stuff that happened.
One thing, abrupt subject change. One thing that I think is really interesting is sexism in Westeros. So like as I said in the very first episode of the third season, Jace is able to lock his mother, who is the queen, up
Ridiculous.
into her like bedchambers.
Mhm.
And I think that it like I don't know how I feel about it, but I think that it's really interesting that like you know, there's with the Targaryens especially, there's sort of this like latent undercurrent of like women who are very powerful and important, but then as soon as they like rise up to the top to claim their name, that they get shit on. And I don't know how much of that is the writer. I don't know how much of that is the culture. I don't know how much of that is whatever. But it is really interesting that, like, at least for me, I loved Rhaenyra up through the first episode of the third season. And since then, I'm like, you suck. Like, bring me Daemon.
Well, that's once again that's kind of, I'm just gonna say it, that's my hot take. I do think Daemon would have been a better. I think Daemon should have been king.
Yeah,
I think that he would have been a better leader, and yes, the sex politics of it also plays into it because obviously no one's gonna lock Daemon in his room. Like they would all be
Ever.
have their heads
oh my God,
taken.
ever.
Yeah, it's like, and the fact that like they felt that they could do that because a young kid who happened to have a penis said so.
Yeah,
Is crazy work.
Crazy. And and I think that
times have not changed.
Exactly.
No.
And it's true. I think that is accurate.
And I think that's also kind of part of what makes Daemon so hot is that he takes second fiddle to his wife, who he acknowledges technically is the queen.
I mean,
but
it took him a while to get there, though.
It took him a while to get
At least
there.
the way.
Yeah,
he had to trip balls at Harrenhal to do it.
Yeah. but we know that
But
like
he
he would
there.
take a bullet for it now.
Oh,
and that's pretty hot.
Well, you can
that makes him hotter.
You can confirm or deny this, Lisa, but the guys on the podcast said that in the book, because they were getting, when they were watching season 2, they were getting a little bit like, what is Daemon doing? Because in the book, he's her ride or die the entire time. That's what they said.
Yeah.
So the show, I get why the show has made it, because you want an arc. You have to have more movement than that. So exactly. So you need to have him go one way and then go back the other way. So I get it. But like in the book, friction. It's like he never doubts her in the book.
No.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very revolutionary for the times. Very
Yeah.
against the times.
Which makes him hot as well. Exactly. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I love that he's just like, yeah, for better or for worse, in Valeria, you are a god. And so
Yes.
you need to
Yeah.
conduct yourself accordingly here.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I mean,
But-
everything he says makes sense. It's very what do you call it? It's very like fascistic and like kind of like
Oh
like,
yeah, big time.
But it's also there is an internal logic there. Like if we're gods, then why do you care about
Yeah.
what men think?
Yeah, like stop acting human. Like
Yeah,
Yes,
we're gods
exactly.
here.
Yes.
You know,
Yes,
who gives
that's
a fuck what these humans think? Like, you're a god, act like a fucking god. And,
Yeah.
and you know, you see it every time, right? Like she's crying and she's like, I don't know, da-da-da-da. And he's just like, buck the fuck
He's
up.
like,
let me talk to you in our native tongue
I
to
know.
remind you who the fuck you are. And shout out to their name escapes me.
Emma Darcy.
Yo,
She's
give her
amazing.
all
She's
the
an
fucking
incredible
awards.
she's non-binary. They're non-binary.
Yeah.
Amazing.
All the fucking awards. That
Oh my
scene alone could be what could be sent for that award. She's crying. She feels so weak. She feels like I'm done. Like and you have to think, she lost a baby, a fetus.
Two.
She lost her babies. She lost her sons. And then all of a sudden she goes there and just with that face acting, right? She's like, da-da-da, and he talks to her, and then she's just like on him, like, okay, now you go do this. Like she just snapped out of it and was like, oh, we're gods, you know, I'm god lineage. I'm gonna do this, and just like, oh, fucking, they are amazing.
Emma Darcy is amazing, as well as overall this cast is Steph's fucking
really good. Really good cast.
So good.
And like, can we talk about how well she speaks Valerian? I could
Oh my
listen.
God.
She and Matt Smith are so good.
She's great, but she's like, I'm like,
she's
oh my god,
saying it like she's rolling, like it's rolling down. She's rolling the motherfucking R's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I noticed that too, and I was like, God damn, she's so good. Like she must pick up. She could speak Spanish because she's rolling those R's like nobody's business.
Episode title.
She can speak fucking Spanish. But listen, what if, right? They were on a date with you and then they just started speaking that shit in your ear. It's over. Panties down. Like, what are we saying right now?
Pregnant.
I don't even go that way, but I'll do it for that. Like, what are you saying?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. Well, there was I saw an interview because I purposely like tap and like and do all the things when I see like interviews from like the cast from especially the press tour.
So it can be on your feed
so that I can see because that's all I want to see. And there is an interviewer, I think it's somewhere in the UK, and it's Emma Darcy and Matt Smith, and the interviewer is a woman, and she was fully like hitting on Emma Darcy. She was like, "Oh, I would totally like be down if you were speaking with it," and I was just like, it's so funny. And Matt Smith is just like, oh, and Emma Darcy's like, I'm blushing.
Yeah, I mean, it helps that the lead characters, you know, and really the lead Targaryens are super hot. Although I will say that what is it, Gawain Hightower, the cousin,
he's very cute. Yeah.
He's been in a ton of things that we love so much.
Oh, really?
He was in Slow Horses. He was the greatest.
Who was he?
Like,
wait, I just finished
he was
the first season of
He was
Slow
the
Horses.
bad guy. Oh, he might not show up until the
season,
next
though?
season. He might not show up until season 2.
Does he have tattoos in that?
No, he's just like this little like sneaky whatever. And I love
no
that
spoilers
he's
for
like,
Slow Horses.
Nope, no spoilers. I love that he's like gay AF and also was the one who figured out when the assassins came. He was like, no, meh. And he was like
they're pretty,
whatever.
than that.
Yeah, he's a lot better looking than that. And I was like,
it's
I
funny.
saw a thing. I was obsessed. So he's gay. He's gay in real life.
Oh, is he?
I don't know. Is he?
I don't know.
Looking at him, because they were saying like how he got off the horse, like super gay, super cute, da da da. But I was looking and there's like, you know how they do the rough cuts of a bunch of different things that he played?
Yeah,
And there
yeah.
was something where his hair is like platinum blonde and he has tats. And I was like, where's that from? I want to watch that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I did see one of his interviews with the cast, and he did seem slightly effeminate, but that doesn't mean anything.
Right.
He is very
He's
diminutive.
British.
I will say that he's very small.
Yeah, he's
and
very
then
small.
but because I thought that like we said, the character Orman, who was amazing by the way, incredible villain.
So good.
It's like, yeah, you're shading, you're a self-hating gay because you're making your own potpourri. Come on, guys. But then I saw him. Then I saw him in an interview. He kind of had a lisp, and I'm like, well, maybe he's gay. But then I looked him up, and he's been married to 2 women, so I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
But he's not
And he's
like,
hot
I thought he was an
as
out
hell.
gay man. He's very hot.
In the Guinness show, did you guys watch that?
Guinness, what's that?
The story of the Guinness family, the Irish Guinness family.
no, I don't
Oh,
know.
he's
Like
in
the
that
same
shit?
Peaky Blinders guys did that.
Yeah.
Ooh,
So it's
that's
a
gonna be
fascinating
Steven, what's his
story,
name?
and he's in it. Fine as
Okay.
hell.
Where is it? Netflix?
On Netflix. It's on Netflix.
Netflix.
Yeah. He is such a good villain
He's so hot.
because he is hot. He is
Mhm.
also like, when he's good, he's good. Like
Yeah.
when they came to him and they were like, this guy who is one of your men, like, tried to rape this woman, whatever, he was like, gild him. He's done.
And when he
And-
basically wagged his dick in their faces.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What
And
a
then-
power move.
But then at the same time, he was like, you can't, like, you know, anything that smells bad is terrible. And like, he's such a great villain.
Yeah,
I
he's
love
a
him.
dandy. And I love one of my
definitely a
favorite scenes from the season is that the chess game between him and Daeron. Amazing.
Uh-huh.
I just rewatched it
yes.
last night where he's like, oh, like telling you like how the high towers are superior, blah 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 blah. And then he ends up losing the chess game, and like
Yeah.
the rage he has to like keep bottled up.
Right.
It's so good.
And he was like,
And he's-
never apologize for winning.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
And you, if you're someone like that, you're not gonna make it if you're not born into that, because you're born into the worst timeline in history for smells. Do you know what I mean?
So stinky.
Like
Totally.
no plumbing or anything. Like, yeah, you
Ugh,
had to be rich so that you can have
disgusting.
some things and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Can we talk about
Roddy the Ruin.
this? Let's talk about Oscar Tully.
Roddy the Ruin. It's like the guys that I was listening to, they were like, you know, he was in previous like episodes or whatever, very briefly, and because they knew the actor, and they were like, hold on a second. You've got this amazing guy on your cast, and this is all you're giving him. And they're like, oh, they were saving it all up for the
Yeah.
finale. That's when his
So
time
good.
to shine. Yeah.
So good.
Okay, so this is a young Tully, right?
Okay, Oscar Tully is a like secret, like low-key badass.
Yeah.
Yeah. He
I love
aligns
her.
himself with the right people.
Yeah.
Well, also, I mean, especially because he's a little kid, the fact that he's got the, gumption to like stand up, even though he's probably terrified, still he's leading. He's doing what he needs to do.
Is this
Yeah.
Is this the right time for me to bring up, for those of you who are Game of Thrones fans, Sean, maybe amongst them?
Alana Mormont?
No, I will forever die mad that we didn't get more Blackfish.
Oh, that was Catelyn's brother?
Kat's uncle.
Uncle, right.
The Blackfish.
Yeah.
So her dad was like the Lord Tully, played by the guy who's in like a fucking thousand things, Outlander and various other things.
Mm.
So that was her dad. He's great. But his brother, the Blackfish, is considered like sort of the greatest strategist in Westeros at the time of Game of Thrones. And he's incredibly smart, and he finds all sorts of ways to like thwart the armies of Cersei and whatever. And so it just made me love the Tullys forever, because the Blackfish is so great. So seeing this kid helped me feel a little redemption.
Yeah.
for the Tullys because
Rhaenyra.
otherwise,
Justice for the Blackfish.
yeah, justice for the Blackfish. He fucking died he didn't even die. I don't think they ever mentioned him. And he played such a pivotal role in Game of Thrones. I'm telling you, I will die mad about it.
Well, the Tullys are definitely like long running, sturdy, upstanding folk that will outlast probably most of the houses. Even though,
Yeah.
did they say in an episode? Am I misremembering? They were like they're not the wealthiest house or the strongest house, but they're like the strongest or something. I think they were talking about the Tullys.
Mm.
Well, when the Tullys do things right, they have the Riverlands and like all of and the Riverlands people, for those of you who do not know, are like that's sort of like when they talk about the kings and queens and they say that they are the king of the Andals and like the first people, that is the Riverlands people, and
Mm-hmm.
they are considered they are sort of, I don't want to say like fairies, but they're sort of like considered these mystical people who lived in like this narrow area of Westeros. It's the skinniest area of Westeros. And they are considered like sort of magical, sort of touch, sort of whatever. In Game of Thrones in the later books, they're the ones who take Bran the Broken and help to protect him. And so I think that the woman that has like the dark eyes who killed
Allison
Kristen
Blackwood.
Cole. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
her.
Yeah.
Allison Black Alley.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's Allison Blackwood. Yeah,
My guess is she Riverlands?
yeah. She's the Blackwood. The Blackwood because of the Blackwoods and the
Yeah.
Brackens. Remember they had that
Yeah.
rivalry that
Yeah.
Hatfields and McCoys type
Yeah. Yeah.
feuding. And so yeah, she's one of them. So they're pledged to obviously to Daemon, like because of Oscar Tully. Yeah.
Yeah. And go on.
Because I was gonna say the reason why I have those pictures is because we love seeing Kristen Cole die in
Oh
not
my
the
God, I
grandest
was
way.
so happy.
The best shit ever. And then Oscar Tully, his shit was like all over what he said was all over my timeline, and I was trying to memorize it. And then he's talking, Kristen Cole's talking, and then Allison Blackwood is just like, psh, psh, psh. And
The
I heard
most,
that she
the most
doesn't do it in the thing, right?
unceremonial. Yeah.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
heard she's not named as the one that does it in the books. Is that correct? That she's
Yeah,
not the
I
one that
don't-
actually, like she's
I
there,
don't
but
recall
she's
that.
not named.
Yeah.
That's what I saw. And then I saw that people are like, oh, she marries a Stark, and so that's why she's related. But then I did a deep dive. Correct me if I'm wrong, Tia. She's not related to our Starks because she's on the woman's side. So they said that blood wise she's not. Step aunt she is, because the bloodline only goes through the like the men, right? Is that correct?
Yeah. I don't know, but I know that she's a badass, and I know that she is sort of ends up being part of the Stark line, but of course it's like super patriarchal, so.
Right.
I'm hoping she has a bigger role in the next season.
Yeah. I would
Yeah.
love a spinoff. Like I would love
Yeah,
a
totally.
spinoff
I'll watch her.
or a movie
Yeah.
of just like her shit. Because I was on a Westeros wiki and they're like, oh, she's tomboyish. And I was like, yeah, I want to know all about her. She's dope as hell. Also, in the book, do they describe her as having the black shit on her eyes, or is that like a creative license?
I think that that's creative license, and I love it because goth at heart, and it's awesome. But I also, one thing that when I went back and watched the first episode of the season, it reminded me of the woman who is the commander of the ships.
Littleheart.
And
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
And like what a badass she was. And so it made
They
me
were
happy that
non-binary,
it's like,
right?
oh, big time.
Well, she was. I feel like she was just a lesbian, right? She had wives.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Or non-binary.
I honestly feel like she hated everyone, but I could be wrong.
Here's the thing. Yes, she's a strong, like feminine presenting maybe person, but she is on my shit list because she was the one that had those hurting the dragons.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah.
Can't
her.
do that.
Yeah.
No, don't fuck with the dragons.
Don't drown
No.
a dragon. That was
Yeah, don't fuck
the
with cats.
worst.
Don't fuck with dragons.
Don't fuck with cats. Don't fuck with dragons.
Did you guys love how they're like, oh, we got the rats because of cats, so let's release the cats again?
Yes, and which is actually really funny because in the books, Sir Pounce is the name
Pounce.
of is
Love
the
it.
name is the name of the cat that what's her name? Arya.
It's
Is
right.
Like in Game of Thrones, their like King's Landing is overrun by cats. And Arya is obsessed with one of the cats that is Sir Pounce.
Which is the most
And
adorable thing I've ever heard.
the
That's
most
super
adorable
cute.
thing. And so like it was kind of like a cute call, but also book accurate to introduce a bunch of cats that were there to kill the rats.
I love that. I love that connection. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's rad. So how are you guys doing on time? Because we're at over the hour mark. Just want to see how we're doing. What are we thinking? Do we want to go
I
like
gotta-
30 minutes? Can we do like another 30 minutes or 15? What are
Yeah.
we talking?
I got 15. I got 15 in me.
She's got 15. Okay, so let's do another 15.
Okay, so here's my question for you guys.
See.
Who do you think most fits in this era on the Iron Throne? Who's the best person? Who do you want to be your king? Who would you die for?
I mean, I already said I think Daemon was the best fit out of all the
Yeah,
people to choose from.
I think so. Plus age and experience, and that motherfucker can kill. That's what we want in a leader. I don't want a leader that's never been a battle. I don't want anyone like, don't be sending fools that he's in the front. He goes in the front.
Yeah, he goes in the front.
He also he commands respect. People respect him. They listen to him.
Yeah. He's no nonsense, but he has a heart. Like, you see him like protecting his daughter and stuff like that. And he's, he tried to tell the kids, like, get out of the door, get out of the way.
Yeah.
Like, move.
There's two of you left. You're going to die.
Yeah.
You're going to die, but the majority, that's, 20% is better than 100%. You know what I mean? And it's just like, yeah, I think him with this experience and in fighting and everything, like, I think in those times, that's what you need. You need someone that can think a certain way, but you need someone that's strong as fuck so that they understand what they're putting the people. If you're sending men to battle, you've been there. You know what it deals with, what it takes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sean, what about you? Daemon?
Well, that's my choice. Yeah, because I do think that like he has experience with, by being, the brother of the hand of the king and being at court or whatever, also being battle tested and also having the respect of and knowing how people work, knowing how to use force when necessary, but also knowing how to like, okay, you gotta like do this for these people so that they do that. Like he understands the like politics of it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about you, T.I.?
I'm a big fan of Jane Eyre of the Vale.
Can I just say, every scene with her, I eat it up. I love those scenes so much.
She's great.
So who was the lady that we saw the last time we see her, and then at the throne was the lady? Is she lesbian lover? Like, who is that?
Oh, yeah.
Do we know?
She's like sitting, like brushing her hair. Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah.
Lady Jane Eyre never married, and so I guess the show is leading into the fact that it must be because she's a leslie.
Yeah. Lesbian Island of the Les.
Yeah. I really like her. I think she's pretty great. One of the people that annoys me the most is Rhaenyra.
I cannot stand her. She needs to go.
Her sister is great.
Yeah, her sister, but it's like she has caused so much. She's wreaked so much.
Oh my god!
I have a problem with the Targaryen children in general. What is wrong with them? They're fucking stupid. Like little Oscar Tully has more sense in his little finger than all of the Targaryen children combined.
That's real. Because they're spoiled.
Crazy. Because they're spoiled. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, I agree. And it does kind of make it interesting too when you think about Daenerys showing up and like everything that she's been told about how like amazing the rule of your forebears was and how like smart and strong and all of these things, and you look at them and you're like, you're a bunch of fucking pieces of shit. Like you guys are so dumb.
Insecure
Yeah.
motherfuckers.
Yeah, like Daenerys is way better.
Yeah,
Way better.
totally.
But it took a lot of
Took a
they needed a
while, yeah.
break. They needed they're like, let's
Justice
have
for
some
Daenerys.
Yes,
Oh,
for
I
sure.
know.
For sure. So before you go, I wanted to share two of the folks that I get all my, if I want to know who's related to who and I don't understand something,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to Game of Thrones historian, and I love seeing how much she's grown and she's getting invited to all the stuff. She's at all the red carpets. I saw her recently at a private dinner for, he just came out with another book or something like that. And so she's fantastic. And I want to play a little video, not all of it, a couple of seconds of this, and then go into
nice.
another one. So let me
I
play
wanna
this
see-
before we leave.
I wanna see a
Targaryen
video.
and her tapestry. Yeah, we're going to talk about it. Spoilers for House of the Dragon,
Yes.
Season 3, Episode 8, the finale. In the behind the scenes episode, we see the design of Helena's tapestry, how it all came to life. They said they wanted it to still be kind of strange, a bit of a head scratcher. Like, it's not crystal clear, but there are things that are clues. The main one being that Helaena foresaw her own death. At the end of the finale, Rhaenyra is given the news and she walks into Helena's room and she sees the window open.
Her voice is soothing.
Yeah,
I
totally.
can watch
Oh, I
like,
have to.
I,
So she
I
calls.
watch, go ahead.
I'm sorry. She calls herself Game of Thrones historian. That's her. That's her.
That's her
title,
handle
like,
on TikTok,
handle.
and I
Okay.
found her on
I'm gonna start
TikTok.
following her.
She's fantastic, and she goes in depth. Like she'll do recaps, but then she'll be like, okay, let's talk about like right now the tapestry, right? And it's like 2 minutes. And then she'll be like, okay, let's go here and let's think of like, oh, this person, and then she'll connect Knights of the Seven Kingdom to Game of Thrones to this and this. Like she does
Yeah.
all the, she
Oh,
nerds out for
nice.
us, and she presents us with the video with and visuals, right? And then so
Nice.
she's talking about the tapestry moment, and another great what's their name?
Rhaenyra.
Rhaenyra's the actor. I can't.
Oh,
think.
Emma Darcy.
Emma Darcy.
Emma Darcy. Another fantastic moment is when Helena's over. She sees, she runs over, and then she's like, oh, and then she looks at the tapestry. She sees herself on the throne. And then she kind of goes like this. Like she kind. If you watch that scene, Rhaenyra kind of like, oh,
Yeah, and then
she
closes
just
the
goes and
window.
closes
It's like,
the
what is
window,
this?
right?
Yeah.
So let me,
Yeah.
that's a fantastic acting moment too. She was just like, oh,
Yeah.
and then let me show you, this is another one of my creators when I want to get the, like the street rendition of any Game of Thrones thing.
A win is a win. A win is a win. I don't care what y'all say.
I kept thinking, I was like, why doesn't somebody go fucking look at the thing that she's sewing?
I know.
That's what people have pointed that out. It's like, if you want to know what's going to happen, if you now know that she is a dreamer and that she's got these psychic properties, why aren't you looking at the tapestry? Come on.
Yeah,
now.
it's there. It's written right there. But anyways, that's Rayon. He's fantastic. Him and his wife. I couldn't find it because it's only on YouTube. But him and his wife reenact the scene in a streets translation of when Sheep Stealer and Rhaenyra go and he fucks everything up. It's fucking amazing.
Oh my god.
He's great.
Sheep Stealer showing up and just like, Sheep Stealer, these are our friends. Sheep Stealer, do not do this. Sheep
Not my
Stealer,
brother, not my
this is my sister. I'm like,
Sheep Stealer's like, I don't care. I don't know what's what. This is
It's not
fine.
Sheep
Let's
Stealer's
play.
fault. It's fucking
No.
Rhaenyra. Rhaenyra is
It's
a
her
menace
fault.
and she needs to be taken out.
yeah.
She's dumb.
Bela, I like. Although,
Yeah,
if I may
Baela's-
say,
yeah.
the strange relationship between her and Adam that like came out of the blue, I was like,
that was weird.
No, I
Really?
didn't like it. I didn't like it.
your
they
dude
threw
died
the-
like 2 weeks ago.
they threw this like weird like love story that had no contact, like out of the blue, that didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
I feel like they just threw it in there to give those actors something to do. But then
Yeah.
also there was flirtation between her. There was Adam and then also Alan. I'm like, what is going on here? Why are you doing
Yeah.
this?
In between
is-
a triangle.
It is in the books, and I did think
Oh,
that
it
it was.
is.
I did think that it was very funny when it was like, so I'm just trying to figure out how I can be a lord, because what if I wanted to wed someone who is my superior? And she was like, have you been talking to your brother? And he was like,
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
the best.
So that's funny that that's actually in the books.
I know.
Wow.
It is in the
It's a-
books.
It's a guy's worst nightmare. Like,
Yeah. Not I don't recall if that's in the books, but the fact that like she hooked up with what's his noodle is in the books.
okay.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Because I have to be honest with you, I do not care about that storyline at all. Like,
Not at all.
Can we
No.
get back to Damon and being an
Yeah.
asshole? 'Cause-
And as we are perhaps leaving things, like my favorite character, I think, from this entire series is Alice at Harrenhal.
Alice is great.
She's great. And then you learned her story that like
Loved that.
she's
Love
like
the
200 years
backstory.
old, and
Old as hell.
like she's just keeping holding things down at Harrenhal, which throughout both this story as well as Game of Thrones is like a fucking curse, no matter how you look at it. Like
Right.
Oh,
Harrenhal
Harrenhal's
is the
always been
worst.
haunted and cursed. So what my question is, now that she and Aemond are to be wed, he's like, wow, you're the oldest woman on earth. I love you.
You
couldn't
could be my
better.
mommy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder, can she leave? Maybe you know this, maybe you don't. Can she leave Harrenhal? Because he can't stay in Harrenhal. He's
I
got to
don't-
go fight.
I don't know, and frankly, I don't think she can.
Yeah, she's haunted.
Right?
It's like she's tied. She's
She can't
haunting
leave.
it.
As soon as
Yeah.
she leaves,
Yeah.
she turns 200 years old.
She probably
And
turns
dies?
to dust. Yeah,
Yeah.
pile of dust.
Yeah.
So that's going to be interesting because Aegon is not going to stand for that. He's like, "What's happening here? Like,
Yeah,
who's
I gotta
this
get
No.
on the
your
dragon.
girlfriend?"
Aegon's like, get the fuck out of here. You're coming with me, and we're going to King's Landing and find your fucking errant dragon.
Yeah.
So with the minute left, you wanted to end on predictions. What are your
Yeah.
guys' predictions?
Well, we all know that everyone does. So but
Everyone dies.
how
That's
it
it.
all shakes out. So I do think because they're setting up, it's clearly they're setting up. Rhaenyra is already on the downward turn, so obviously
Right.
Yeah.
I do not think. And also, she got poked. Did they say that whenever anybody who sits on the throne, if you get cut by one of
Yes.
those swords, that is like
Oh.
that's the kiss of death right there.
Yep.
So we already know that Rhaenyra is not. Yeah. As far as like how everyone's obviously there's going to be an epic battle with Vhagar and Aegon's going to come back. Blah 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 blah. But how it all shakes out as far as like the details. I don't know. I often don't like to speculate on that kind of stuff because I like to be surprised by everything. But I do know who the stars of the show are. So from a Hollywood standpoint, I know that Matt Smith is going to be making it till the end, and quite possibly Emma Darcy until they're not going to kill her off until maybe like the second to last episode, if at all.
Right.
They're going to obviously people are going to die, but I don't know. What do you guys think?
I feel like I'm cheating a little bit, but I don't feel like I'm giving anything away when I say the next season will be a lot of dragon on dragon violence, and it will not be pleasant. And as Sean says, like it is a spoiler, but also because we watch Game of Thrones, we know that like dragons don't survive, Targaryens don't survive.
Yeah.
So I think that we're basically signing up to watch a snuff film, and
It's like who's gonna get snuffed first? Like
yeah,
Right.
gonna
What
be-
order?
That's actually,
What episode?
Yeah, that's actually the question. And what I think, and I don't know, maybe I'm not remembering things very well, but I do think, regardless of what allegedly happens, I think that a dragon survives. Because you have to have a
that's
dragon
nice.
survive.
That's hard. Yeah, because they have to procreate, right? But there are those
Yep.
eggs that are floating around already.
Mhm.
So
But you gotta
I do
have one
think
dragon.
I do
Out there.
think that Ulf is not long for this world after the shit he pulled in the finale.
Ugh. For a beer. That man is
Oh
easily
my!
bought.
I will say that one of the funniest scenes in this whole season was him going to Rhaenyra asking for his favors. That was pure comedy. That
That
was
guy.
so funny. It's a great actor once again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great job.
Hilarious.
What do you think,
Hilarious.
Ritzy?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited. Like Sean said, I'm excited to be surprised. I do know everyone's gonna die because just knowing that without reading the books, knowing what happens. But I'm excited. I feel like it's the final season. I hope they double the budget and they go like all balls to the wall with like because just have when you have more than one dragon in scene, that's beautiful. When they had like what four
Ugh.
dragons in one scene, I was watching it like I was 5 years old, and I was
It's like
Yeah.
it's a dance. It's literally called this part of the history is called the Dance of the Dragons, and that's what
Yeah.
what this is
and
all
we got
about.
it, and we
Yeah.
got it with like the best CGI ever. Like I
Yeah.
was looking at the like outer edges, and I was just like, "This looks
Crazy.
amazing. This is like so." Give us all of the shit. If everyone's gonna die, give us the fucking biggest, most monumental deaths. Like do the thing that you do best, and I feel like we'll all be like, "Okay." You
Oh,
know?
here's another thing that I'm like, Lisa, don't say if you know. I already know you know that. Because I already know that Daeron is a huge part
Same,
of the
Karen. Mm-hmm.
book. I already know that Daeron is a huge part of the book because the guys from the podcast I listened to were like when they said they were watching up until Daeron was introduced. They're like, where the fuck is Daeron? Like they're just gonna like and then when he finally came in, they're like, because he's a huge part of the book. So I am very curious to see how what his character arc is going to be in the final season. Okay, I'll predict that he gets placed somehow on the throne, but is he going to be a dick? is his better like more like nice like good nature going to prevail, or is he going to turn to the dark side?
And
We
be
don't know.
crazy. Be crazy
Be
like
crazy.
his lineage. Start the
He is
lineage of
He is part Targaryen, so there's all. And also, I do think that they are dyeing his hair.
Oh yeah, 100%.
They're dyeing his hair, so he's going to be a blonde in the next season.
Probably. And the one thing also that I will add is part of the Targaryen sadness or trial or whatever is that the dragons get smaller and smaller.
Wait, what do you mean? Over time or in the show?
In the show. So, like, as you may have noticed, the dragons that, like, even Rhaenyra rides, like, a badass dragon.
Yeah, Cyrex
that
is
is like, Cyrex is tiny compared to Vhagar.
But you said that it's because they're young.
Well,
Did you say they grow for life?
Yeah, they grow for life. But like in Game of Thrones, they talked about how the Targaryen dragons became smaller and smaller and smaller until they effectively weren't dragons anymore. They didn't survive.
Wow.
Well,
on that note,
I'll see you guys when they kill some dragons and we show up here and we cry about some CGI animals that are that are like weapons of mass destruction.
Totally, but I love them.
I know,
and I want them to live.
I know.
Thank you to everyone that was in the chat. Gracias, Querenita,
Yes,
Chola,
thank
for
you.
being here.
Gracias, Lilium.
In your comments. I didn't even know that we could do that. So I love that we can House of the Pansexuals. I love that I can put these up. So we'll do this again with the Nerd Out. Let's,
Yeah.
I love it.
Sean, you've been amazing. If you're down,
thank you for having me. Oh, absolutely down.
In 2 years, guys, mark your calendars. In 2 years,
mark your calendars.
2028. And the next year, Sean, I want to have for industry. I want to have a little something. So, if you
Industry.
want to be a guest on that, would love that.
Absolutely. And also we were going to do Night of the Seven Kingdoms and we didn't, so we could also do that as well.
We could do
I
that.
feel like that's going to be put out next year as opposed
Yeah, they
to
said.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's gonna be
Let's
great.
do a pre-review before it
Yeah.
comes out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sounds
We'll
good.
look at the date and then we'll do another live. Yeah, no, thank you so much, Tia Ti, for the organization, and Sean, bringing what you bring. This was fun. I think we
This is so
all
much
got along
fun.
really well. I
Mhm.
like that the tech was teching the way we wanted it to.
Yeah.
And I really love the sharing of the things. Like, I'm so excited for our next live that we could share these
I
things.
know. This was fun. Thank you.
So this is gonna live it won't go on the regular feed, like podcast feed. This will just live here on on YouTube. And then I don't think it stays on Twitch. I don't have enough followers on there. So, but this was good timers. Muchísimas gracias. And peace out, nerds.
Peace out, nerds.
Bye.
Can I play the music on the way out? Let me see.
I love the theme song. It's cute, very good.
Oh. Oh. Yeah.
Yay.